Assalamu alaikum all. Welcome back to our channel. So today our topic is what are loops? So first of all we will discuss loops and their syntax. So let's get started. So first of all we will discuss what are loops. Loops are fundamental programming concept. Loops are crucial programming concept that allow developer to automate repetitive tasks iteratively process data and create dynamic interactive applications. By understanding the different types of loops and their unique capability, programmers can write code more efficient, versatile, and powerful. So there are different types of loops. So first of all, we will discuss types. So there are three types of loops. The most commonly loop structure in programming are while loop, for loop, do while loop. Each loop type serves a specific purpose and is suited for different programming scenarios. So first of all, we will discuss for loop. For loops are used when the number of iterations is known in advance. They are often used to create iterate over a collection of elements such as arrays or string and perform a specific condition on each item. So for loops are used when we know the number of iterations. In that scenario, we apply the for loop. Later, we will discuss the syntax of a for loop. Now we will move forward toward while loop. While loop as a given execute as long as given condition is true. They are helpful or useful when the number of the iteration is not known beforehand or when the loop ended to continue. So while loop is used when we do not know the number of iterations how the we do not know the repetitions or do not know the number of iterations. So in that scenario we will use while loop. In do while loop are similar to while loops, but they are guarantee that the loop body will execute at least one and even if the condition is false. In do while loop is same as while loop, but the difference is that in the do while loop, the do part always execute at least one time. Then it goes to while and check the condition. We will discuss its syntax later. Now we move toward the for loop. So basically, the for loops are used loop structure are most commonly loop structure in programming. They are designed to execute a block of code a specific number of times based on the counter or index variable. So in this slide, we will discuss the syntax. First, we initialize the variable, then we write the condition, then we increment or decrement the variable. We will later further discuss the syntax. In while loops are used when the number of iteration is not known. We will discuss it before. So the while loop is condition driven, flexible termination, and potential infinite loop. The condition driven is that the while loop checks the condition before each iteration, ensuring that the loop body only execute if the condition is true. While loop first check if the condition true, then it move toward body. In flexible termination, because the while loop termination condition can be more complex, it is often used in situations where the loop need to continue until a specific event occurs or a particular set of criteria is met. The while loop continuously run until the condition becomes false. So we'll move forward. Do while loop, and do while loop. Uh, the do while loop structure ensure that the loop body will execute at least one, even the condition is false. So I discussed before that if the condition become false, if first is check the body, it at least run the body once, then it moves toward condition. If the condition is false, it doesn't matter. Condition check last and while loop where the condition is checked before each iteration. Do while loop check the condition at least the end of the loop body. We will discuss it before. So what are the nested loops? Nested loops occur when the loop is placed inside another loop. This allows developers to perform complex multi-dimensional operations such as processing data in 2D array or generating patterns. Nested loops are powerful constructs that but they require careful implementation to avoid performance issues and ensure the code remain readable and maintainable. Basically, nested loops are the loops inside another loop. If it checks the multiple conditions inside the loop, that's purpose we will use the nested loop. It is most commonly used in 2D arrays like that. So, what are the advantages of loops? Loops are a fundamental programming construct that offers numerous benefits to developers. By automating repetitive tasks, loops can save time and reduce the risk of the human error and increase the efficiency of some software application. Additionally, loops provide flexibility and versatility, allowing developers to create dynamic and responsive programs that can adapt to changing requirements or inputs. So the loops are makes our work automate and loops are efficient and flexible and also versatile. So now we move toward the syntax. We will see the syntax of these loops with the help of a coding. So first of all, we will see the syntax of a for loop. I use string using namespace std int name. Now we'll write a simple program to print first five numbers or 10 numbers. So first of all, we will write for, then we initialize a variable int, for example, I. Then we write condition I is equal less than or equal to 5 or I is going I must be increment. So first is initialize the variable I, then it check the condition. If I is less than or equal to 5, I plus plus, then I iterate the value of I. So we will check by cout I. So we must return 0. So we will check what is the output of the program. Wait for a second. So there is a mistake in the question. So the mistake is that we do not initialize the local variable. So first of all, we initialize the variable I is equal to 0. So now we will run. Now you will see the output. So you will see the output. We will print first five numbers from 0 to 5. So we do not repeatedly write C out I, C out I, C out I. We will use for loop for that to repeatedly print the numbers. So that's why the loops are more efficient. So now we will see the syntax of a while loop. In while loops, we do not initialize any variable in the while, or we do not increment or decrement. We will do that in body or in the global. We will first initialize I is equals to 0. First we write I is equal to 0. Then we will write while. In while we will check condition I is less than or equal to 5. Now we will write cout I, and then we increment I plus plus. We do not increment I or initialize any variable in this in the while. In while we only write condition in the brackets. So we will run that to see the output. So you will see the first point numbers are printed on the screen. So in while loop is first check condition, then it move toward body. It is used when we do not know the number of repetitions or iterations. So the main difference in while and do while is that we'll write do here, and after do we will check condition while I is less than or equal to 5. First it run the do part, then it check condition in do while. I have told you before that it at least run the do loop at least one time, then it move toward condition. Either the condition is true or false, it must run one time. Now we'll see the output. Now you will see that first five numbers are printed on the screen. So these are the syntax of for loop, while loop, and do while loop. So you can practice more programs to improve your coding skills. So that's our video. If you like our video, share it with your friends and also subscribe our channel. Thanks for watching. Allah Hafiz.